Hello and welcome to I Watch the Internet Evolve, where we ask questions of people involved in the computer industry and learn a bit about how they perceive the Internet evolve. My name is Greg Hancock, and today I'm here with Mike Martin from...
I work for Banner Healthcare.
Banner Healthcare here in Tucson, Arizona, huh?
Out of Phoenix.
Out of Phoenix. Oh, but still living in Tucson, huh? You gotcha. Well, we're going to start with questions about your first experience with computers, and we're going to move on to how you watch the Internet show up.
Cool.
All right, so first one. What was the first time you touched a computer, and what kind of computer was it?
The first time I touched a computer would have been a K-Pro word processor.
A K-Pro? Wow, I haven't heard that name in a
K-Pro
long
word
time.
processor. It was at my mom's place of employment.
Where was it?
It was in the office building. My mom worked for Super X drug stores.
Gotcha.
And it was a big, huge box, and the front flip down. That was the keyboard. It covered up the monitors built into it.
Like the old Oscars, right?
It was like an old Oscar.
Yeah, I remember those. And all it could do is type text.
That's pretty much it. Yeah.
All right, when was the first time you actually owned a computer, and how did you get it?
The first computer I owned was the Atari 600 XL. Not the game console. It was a little keyboard.
Still played games.
You could. We took cartridges, and I had a cool tape drive for it, and a modem that you could dock your phone in, acoustic coupler. Yeah. So that's the first time I owned it.
Acoustic coupler, really?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, what's the first job that you had that required that you use a computer?
The first job I had that required me to use a computer. Gosh, I'm trying to think. Really, it would have been when I started working at AOL.
So the first job that you had that actually required a computer was at AOL?
It was. Yeah.
And it required that you use one every single day, huh?
Every single day. Yep.
Okay, when was the first time that you got online, and how did you? Was it a BBS, AOL?
It would have been a bulletin board when I had the old Atari computer.
Yeah, do you remember the bulletin board you called into?
I don't remember what it was. It was something because I lived around in Indianapolis, Indiana, so it was something indie.
Local, huh?
It was local, yeah, and it was just a bunch of geeks talking about computers, really. It wasn't anything too interesting.
Nice.
I can remember.
What's the first time that your job required you to have internet access?
Well, absolutely required. It wouldn't be till my current position because I work remotely and I need to have an internet connection to get to it. But, I mean, AOL, we did have connectivity to the internet.
Right, but now your job currently requires you to have the internet because you work from home, right?
Yeah,
that would have not been possible back in the AOL days, right?
No way.
No way. All right,
been.
What did you not see coming in the computer internet industry?
Everything seems like it should be what it is to me.
You saw smartphones coming, virtual reality, 3D printers.
Smartphones blow me away, really, because that's something that even when I was young,
it's more powerful than every single computer that was on the floor at America Online when we worked there.
Totally is. And I totally would have loved to have something like this when I was a kid. We used to watch Star Trek.
Right.
It's just, man, it'd be cool, But I don't know. I mean, like self-driving cars. That's pretty amazing.
That's
stuff.
pretty amazing.
3D printers are totally amazing. I totally love 3D printers.
Well, now they can just print a new filter.
You can go to NASA's website, and they've got the 3D drawings available for tools and stuff that they print in space.
Neat.
And you can download them and print them at home if you got a 3D printer.
Just in case you need it.
Man. Yeah.
All right, where do you think it's going to go in the next 10 to 20 years? Internets, computers?
I was watching, what is it called? Something Carbon on Netflix.
Yeah, Scott was just talking about that earlier too.
Yeah, they're printing people, So they're starting to be able to 3D print skin, and Scott was talking about that. That's going to expand, I bet. Watch. It'll be
you'll be able to print yourself a duplicate. I used to play a board game called Car Wars, and you would design your car and it had guns on it, and you go out to like a gladiator competition and battle it out. But they had a thing called Gold Cross, where you always had a clone.
Yeah.
And so just before you go into battle, you would back up your memories so that if you died in the battle, they just put them in a new clone, and then that clone would become involved.
Yeah. It's totally what that show is. It's so wild, yeah.
All right, last question. What's your favorite thing to eat?
What's my favorite thing to eat? Homemade pizza.
Homemade pizza. Yeah. That's two of you that have said that now.
Right on. That's awesome. Who else likes the homemade pizza?
Scott. No, you're not talking like... what is it? Not Jiffy Time. What is it? Chef Boyardee pizza crust kind of thing.
You gotta make your own crust. Yeah, the yeast and the flour. Yeah.
Well, thanks, Mike. I appreciate your time. And do you have anything else you want to add? Anything you can think about in the computer industry that you think has just changed your life different than you ever thought it would?
the bad stuff that's happening on the internet has changed my life for the better. Because it's a whole career to fight that stuff, and that's fun.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, every time that, and it's one of those things I tell folks every day, you know, that you can make something and think it's perfect, but when you give it to millions of people, somebody's going to find a way to screw it up. Not only that, but when you encounter millions of people online that you're not looking at face to face, there's more of a chance of encountering that nefarious activity.
Absolutely. People are more likely to do something bad because it doesn't seem like it's real.
Ah, that's a good way of putting it, too. It's just like when they Twitter or Facebook, you know, that so-and-so is a jerk or whatever, they'd never say that up front.
Yeah.
Definitely. Well, thanks for your time, Michael. I appreciate it.
Man.